and welcome back to another episode of Ultras 11. I'm one of your hosts, Joe Geneva.
And I'm Alex.
And for this week, the title race for two
Sadly,
important leagues
coming to an end.
is coming to an end. You know, the race for top four, the Premier League, it's hot, but it's
still questionable.
Yeah.
But I mean, now after today's game, we got a better understanding of it.
I mean, we know where Arsenal stands. I don't
Yeah.
think they want to be in Champions League next year, considering they bottled it.
Yeah, I think they made a choice as a team. They're like, you know what, we're not ready for Champions League. We're gonna lose this game today, and we're gonna slowly get there.
Your striker is either Lacazette or Eddie Nketiah.
Yeah, no,
Are they really ready for anything outside of Conference League?
I think they're in the right. They're finally going in the right direction.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In like building and having a project, but I don't think they're not ready this year. Next year they might slip in, but give it 2-3 years. I think they'll make their way.
I mean,
back
they
in
definitely
top four.
need a striker.
Obviously,
it's just it's like I said to you earlier today. I just feel like Arsenal, when you see the players they're linked with, it's usually like a certain profile, and you'll see it all across the board. But no, they're literally linked with just such random names, and it's like, is that really the profile you're looking for?
And all the like names that are guys that that would make a difference to the team, or that would be a good signing for them, like Dybala. Now probably aren't going to happen, because I know that Dybala deal, it was based on if they made Champions League, he could have gone there. That could have been a possibility.
Yeah.
But now with them not making it, it's good for even not just him. A lot of strikers aren't really going to look at that as a destination.
Yeah.
For a place.
Well, I mean that's the thing. Like now, if they don't make Champions League, which again they could still make Champions League. There's another game left, whatever stuff like that.
I think Tottenham just needs 1 point now.
Yeah, exactly. Like don't get me wrong.
Anything can happen.
Anything could happen. So like this is hypothetical that they don't make Champions League. But like the biggest thing is if they don't make Champions League, that's gonna make their whole scouting process that much harder. Yeah. And it was already kind of difficult to begin with, considering like Arsenal as of late hasn't really been the team. They're always been, we're up on the rise again. We're up on the rise again. Like, are you really up on the rise? They had
a really good run of form. Like,
yeah.
After the break in January, they were on a nice little run. Like I was actually really thinking they were gonna finish. Well, because
they finally gave their youngsters a chance. They actually moved players into their proper position. They had Odegaard started getting that freedom to like roam around, create, and do his thing. Emile Smith-Rowe, same thing. That front three and that 4-2-3-1, they were all just always alternating. Mm-hmm. And something like that, like how do you really cover it? It's difficult, Like you have a tactic in place to man mark or whatever, and how do you follow one guy all around?
Yeah,
exactly. It becomes difficult. And they were actually doing very well.
Yeah. They threw like the whole top four, everything away.
Yeah.
I think it was like 3 or 4 games. It was like started a couple weeks ago. That I forgot who they lost against, and then after that, the next game they lost, the next game they tied. They just kept.
And let's get real. That game against Tottenham that happened over the week.
Oh yeah.
That was so embarrassing, man. Like to go 2-0 down that quick, and then Rob Holding. What? First off, why is he even still a player? You have zero. No, I love Son. Son is fast as lightning, but Son wasn't catching that ball.
No.
That ball was that was pinged, and that was literally Ramsdale's ball to come and claim. And instead, Rob Holding decides to just elbow him straight in the mouth. Why, dude? Like, get off the field. You're not good. And it's stuff like that. And like, would they have come back from 2-0 down? Probably not.
No, but stupid mistakes
like that going, like being down a man 2-0 down.
Can't afford that.
You're not gonna come back then at that.
And
point.
you can't afford like doing stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you want to be a top 4 team or a championship team or whatever you want to be, you can't make those stupid little mistakes in a game, because they'll cost you, and at the end of the day, it could cost your season.
I might be changing my mind about Tottenham. No, I'm kidding. I'm not changing my mind.
Hey, I still my mind's still set.
I mean, you did predict that they would win last week, so kudos to you on that.
Saw that
buddy.
Coming, and I also see the future for them, man. As long as Conte stays.
Nah, that's the big if.
Future. But I don't know, after today's game, I think I might be a Newcastle fan starting next year. You know what? Keep the black and white in the...
Next year, their jerseys are rumored to be white and green, like Saudi Arabia. I saw I don't know. They're only leaked pictures.
That's probably just like people fucking trolling.
It could be honest. It could honestly be a troll, but that would be hysterical if somehow they got rid of all their history. Like, no, this is it. This is what we're doing now, guys.
Changing now.
Their logo changes from, what are those, seahorses on the side?
Sure, I
They
don't
look
know.
like seahorses. I
They look like
don't know.
seahorses.
They
I think they're
look-
just horses.
No, they have a weird little.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
little
know.
fancy
Regardless,
horse.
they changed their whole thing to a Saudi Arabian theme. I'd like that. I
Like,
think that's hilarious.
I can't see owners.
But
Like
they
I mean, with that kind of money, whatever they say, you're like, okay, no
True,
problem.
actually, yeah. I was gonna say, are
With
you
that
gonna
kind
really
of money,
say
you're
no
not
to
really
them?
gonna say no. But I can't see them coming in.
They're
and
literally
changing-
buying you a championship at that deal. At that point,
I
sorry.
can't see them coming in and like changing a whole club's tradition and
Yeah.
like that. But hey, I mean, we've seen crazier things happen.
Well, I mean, we have seen crazier things happen, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Italy not qualifying for the World Cup. Anyways,
Past that.
yeah. So, what was I gonna say? Holland
Yes.
City.
I honestly still don't believe it, man. It's actually insane.
I don't get why.
Why?
Okay, everyone always says to me, Pep's been doing it without a striker for the last 2 years. He's been this
Oh,
good,
like why
blah,
they
blah,
signed
blah.
him.
Yeah. And everyone's saying, like, like now Holland comes in, he slots in there. They replaced Aguero so perfectly, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, I get it. I really do get it. But I don't understand it still.
Yeah.
Like, you have Gabi Jesus, who, in my opinion, is actually he's a really good player.
Yeah.
He's really, like, he's criminally underrated. He has a goal every 100 minutes. Well, roughly 100 minutes. Whenever he comes on the field, he plays very well. He's versatile that he could play left wing, right wing, and striker.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to now phase him out, get rid of him, and you bring don't get me wrong, Holland is world class.
Yeah.
And
100%.
I would die for Holland.
I would love Holland on my
yeah,
team,
like
but-
I would love Holland on my team. But you already have a guy there.
Which
And,
that's what I don't get is because last summer teams were interested in Jesus and he was like, nope.
Yeah.
No, Aguero gone. He's the future.
Yeah.
This like I don't want to don't get rid of him for no price. Like this guy here, like he's gonna be the future. He's
Yeah.
a real deal. Everything like this guy was praising him. And now this year he's just like, yeah. In the summer he's probably gonna
And it's for
leave.
less.
And he's gonna probably go to Arsenal too.
Yeah, dude. And this
for less money.
And my biggest thing is oh Jesus, I know Holland is fantastic, but I feel like Pep
It's not
Guardiola
needed.
is a guy of like he's a creature of habit. So yes, Holland is there. Yes, Holland will be his go-to number 9, his killer, whatever. But he's still gonna ride with the false 9.
Yeah,
He's still gonna run.
change
With,
it.
I'm telling you right now, that is Old Faithful for him. He will throw Kevin De Bruyne up top still. He'll have Bernardo Silva there with all these players, whatever, and they will play better. And that's when you'll see Pep realize himself, did I really need Haaland?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still think Haaland will tear it up. It's Erling Braut Haaland.
Yeah.
He's
The
a
only way he
monster.
doesn't tear it up is if history
He
repeats
tears
himself.
something. Oh.
History repeats itself, and Man U bring in an Irish CDM, and he ends Haaland's career. That's the only way.
I mean, he's not Irish, but Scott McTominay.
Imagine gritty. Imagine he ends.
He's a great
he
guy.
ends good, dude. Holy shit! I
think that's
I think
why?
Man United will be hated by the Haaland family.
Oh,
for
they're already
eternity.
hated.
Oh yeah, no.
They're already
But imagine with
despised.
that, they end 2 careers.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would die of laughter.
Oh, dude, I
I
would
like
die.
as much as I don't wish injury upon anybody.
Dude,
I
that
think
would be
I would die.
that would
of
actually be
laughter.
insane.
It's a very possible thing. I mean, dude,
Ending a
it's-
father and son's
he
career.
he was
both
injury,
on the same team.
He was injury plagued a little bit this year.
He
Haaland.
was. He was.
So, I
he was
mean,
picking up.
Who's to
a
say
couple
that
injuries.
next year he's not
You know,
a
like
little
a career-ending
lingering? Okay, I don't think any injury in present day is career
No,
ending
because
for
no
players.
one plays like Keane used to.
No, not even for that aspect. I just feel like
Go back after this. After that, we record this podcast. Go back on your phone.
No, okay,
and
I
watch
know.
the tackle
I
that
know
Keane
what-
made on Haaland.
I know what that man.
No
used to
one
do.
tackles like that.
No, but I'm
anymore.
just saying, like even like okay, but back then, like a torn ACL, torn groin, anything like that, like you're done.
Oh,
See you
yeah,
later.
yeah.
R.I.P. Go call Scott's funeral home.
Yeah,
you're
you were
you're
done.
going to bed. Now, yeah, okay. Does it slow you down and knock you down a peg? Of course, yes. But with all the like advancements they have in
with
technology,
yeah.
science, health science, like stuff like that, like these players are bouncing back quick.
Yeah.
Like
Nothing's really-
Spinazzola tearing his Achilles.
Yeah.
Those injuries last usually
Actually,
more than a year.
You know what surprised me today? So when did Chiesa tear his ACL against Roma? That was the beginning of the year. That was like October.
Yeah, I was gonna say like October, early November, something
Right?
like that. Because we play you guys early in the season, so it's like I think 7-8 games in, maybe. Yeah.
He didn't
October,
play
November.
today, but he was dressed today.
Yeah, Yeah, dude.
Like, he's already back from injury.
That's what I mean. Like an ACL, it's advised you take off at least 9 months and like whatever to recover.
The longer the better. You let it fully actually recover.
Yeah,
So you
exactly.
can come back 100%. Not that your leg's like 80%, but then you're still coming back because you feel good, and then
well,
it's going to be an
that's the thing though.
ongoing
Like you like, but like with all the like stuff they have nowadays and with the training regimens and stuff like that, an ACL injury, that's only 6 months.
Yeah.
That's literally like 4 to 6 months for
4
them.
to 6 months,
And like
depending how bad it is.
Yeah, depending on how bad it is. And I mean, no one really knows how bad the tear was or anything like that except the player.
Yeah.
We just know, yeah, it's a high grade ACL tear.
Yeah.
Cool.
They got surgery.
Cool. Yeah. But it's just crazy to me that like I tore my ACL, you tore your ACL. I played soccer on yesterday, and I still have the fear. Jumping, if I go for that little extra sprint, I'm just there like, no, Joe,
And then you
down.
jump in the air, you land. You're
Exactly. Like there was a point I wanted to like go for a header, but I'm like, oh,
yeah, you get scared.
No.
Took
a couple steps back.
Have that.
It's always that. I feel like it's more of a mental thing that you have to get over.
And just imagine how much even like, so you like think back when we both got the surgery. We know what it feels like coming back to the team, slowly coming back in.
Yeah.
Whatever. Obviously, we're not professional soccer players. We don't have the fans and everything behind us.
We don't have the fans behind us.
So when you
have my mom and dad.
Imagine like a professional coming back from that injury. You're not at that level you were before. You got to slowly get there.
Yeah.
So you start not performing like you were, they're gonna come for your head.
Yeah.
And then it's even worse. Then it messes with you like just you mentally, because then you're like, okay, I have to get back because everyone's gonna hate me.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna think like I'm never gonna be the same.
That's the biggest thing about the whole like an injury like that, and it's a matter of being able to not so much silence the critics, because silencing the critics would be like banging in goals and stuff like that. It's more so telling yourself like, you're doing fine.
Yeah,
this is a step-by-step process.
It is canceling out the critic.
Canceling out would be a better word.
You have to not care what everyone's saying. You just have to say, okay, I know my body. I know when it's going to be ready.
Yeah.
I know what I can do, and they'll see when I'm back. You just can't care. But if you're a player that you're going to start caring about what people think of you and all this stuff, it's going to get you, because then you might see yourself maybe pushing harder than you should be, because you want to try to score and make everyone love you again.
Yeah.
And then you hurt yourself even more.
Well, look at Zaniolo. Like everyone is scrutinizing this season of his because he's second highest for most minutes played for Roma.
Yeah.
And you look at like the amount of output the amount of minutes, whatever, and the stats that like don't back him up. Yeah, okay, he got a hat trick against Bodo. He scored a brace here. He did this. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but that's right. That's another thing.
But all like the fans, like, thankfully this year the Roma fans are significantly better and still backing him and whatever.
Yeah.
But previous years, oh dude, you come back from injury and you're not playing at the Gali level or whatever level you're at before. You're a bum. Get rid of him. Pellegrini.
Yeah.
The poor guy is playing with a torn hamstring, playing through the pain. Oh, he's shit. Get rid of him. No, man. Like, he's injured, sacrificing himself.
He's playing, but
and that's the thing. I don't think a lot of people realize they haven't been injured.
A lot of fans don't get it. They just they want him to play. Oh, injured. Yeah, it's okay. He can play. He gets paid to do this. That mentality. It's like, hey, he's still human.
Yeah.
Like, go injure your ACL, get surgery, and let me know how the process
and
is.
to boot, like, these guys are still young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like soccer players, an athlete's career isn't as long as anyone would like it to be.
Yeah.
Like players before, even like this is even for hockey, baseball, like stuff like that. They were playing until the ages of like what, 40, 45, stuff like that, and they were all good, whatever. Nowadays, you're 33, you're an old timer. You're deemed a veteran. What are you doing? You're getting little minutes, this and that, whatever. It's so different now that literally you have 10 years, you make your name from 20 till 30.
Yeah.
After that, it's just you're deemed old.
Yeah,
and
you just gotta pray that that you're good enough, or that someone's gonna offer you a contract to kind of get you through those years.
Yeah. And that's what's crazy about like guys like Ronaldo, actually.
Yeah, or even dude, like perfect example, and obviously you might think it's biased because it's Juve, but it's for me, it's the perfect example with Pirlo.
Yeah,
32 years old. He was counted out, and everyone, Allegri. It wasn't Allegri. It was the Milan management who came to the decision and said, we're not going to offer him a contract because we want to move on from him.
Yeah.
He's getting older. We want to replace him, bring in some. We don't want to get stuck. Let's say giving him a 3-year contract. Let's say he gets injured or he can't perform. He's lost it. And then what? Then you're stuck with him.
It's
They
true,
didn't want to
though,
do that, so they said we're not going to re-sign him. They got rid of him. Juve saw the opportunity. He was free.
Yeah.
We brought him in, and the guy won 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
Serie A's best player.
Dude, well, that's the thing. It's a gamble.
It
is
is
100% a gamble because of their age.
But
But
some teams, they count out either players too early or they just re-sign them. Like a guy that's like 35 for a 5-year deal.
Yeah.
He gives you maybe one more good year, and then you're stuck with him for 4. It's like you have to play the right market with those kind of guys.
Yeah,
If I'm Milan at that time with Pirlo, I'm offering him a 1 to 2 year deal.
yeah,
If he says no at that point,
yeah, you did your
you
part.
know what?
That's it.
You can walk.
Yeah.
But they didn't even offer him that because he even said if they offered him even a 1-year deal, he would have stayed.
Yeah.
So that's on Milan. They have they at that time there, for me, they should have gave him 1-year deals. If he was okay with it, keep going with that.
1-year deal option.
Because
for
a guy
two,
like
stuff
that, you don't just let walk for free.
No, and especially like
You don't
the
just give
thing
up
is,
on
like
him.
even with Pirlo, like speaking of that, I don't remember throughout his career him ever being injured.
No,
You know what I mean? Like I don't remember
That's
him
the-
even being fatigued.
he was
you know what I mean? Like,
Mr. Reliable, man.
like
You can
he
rely
was
on
just
him.
yeah,
And
like he was always
every
just
time.
coasting around doing his thing.
Other guys,
I
this
don't
guy
know.
got in, this guy's out for this 2 games, this guy's out what? But Pirlo was always
Yeah,
in the lineup.
yeah.
Even with Juve, we had Vidal, Pogba, Marquisio. They were all younger than him, and they were all,
Marquisio, poor thing.
throughout the seasons. They would be out more than Pirlo.
Yeah, Marquisio was made out of glass, but wow, was he
Near the end of his career,
disgustingly good.
that's the thing. He was getting injuries left, right, and center.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite.
But coming
midfielders.
up like at that beginning of that whole 9 years,
yeah,
that guy was the biggest
dude.
part of that midfield.
he was
For
an
as much as
engine.
Vidal, Pogba, Pirlo were better than him, he was what ran that midfield.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like
I'm saying like skill wise better than him.
oh yeah. Like Pogba got the
He
headlines
just-
because
he
of
just-
Pogba.
He went
Boom.
unnoticed, and he's just one of those players that he'll never get the notice just because he just does the stuff behind the scenes that no
Yeah.
one cares about.
Yeah,
But that actually
that
makes
is true.
the
Actually,
team,
with a
that
guy
makes
like
the
Marquisio,
team
yeah.
flow.
Yeah,
And with ever since he left,
That's been a gap you
never
can't
mind
replace.
who plays the other guys. That was the biggest thing we were trying to replace.
yeah. He. Well, that's the thing. I feel like players like that you can't replace. Like it's because maybe at a professional level, like skill level, you could replace them.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's more than that. It's the passion they have for the club itself.
Yeah.
The grit they bring to the field, the presence, the experience, the leadership they have. You know, like
Yeah.
they should like certain players give off like that certain energy then
Yeah.
too, and it's like look
see-
at Ibra with Milan.
Yeah, but for me, with that like those players that have like that kind of skill and also have the love, Juve have that opportunity
Yeah.
right now with the young midfielders
Yeah.
that they're bringing up.
Yeah.
That's why that's all I'm hoping for is at least 2 out of the 3
Yeah.
stay on the team. And
Which,
actually,
which three are you talking?
Rovella, Fagioli, and Meretti. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Which I think it's going to be Fagioli and Meretti, but I hope I would
Ravella?
love to see Rovella, but I think he's going to be used as a pawn. Whether it's for Zaniolo or for Milinkovic Savic, I think he's going to be used as a pawn.
I hope you don't get Zaniolo. Okay.
It's us or Milan, man.
Listen, my thing, I wouldn't be opposed to it as long as he plays. That's my biggest thing with these. Like, and that's why whenever players leave Roma, it's not so much that I'm bitter that they left and they're on to like they're succeeding and the stuff like that. It's more so because a lot of these guys shine with Roma and they think they're ready for that next step, and they take it.
Yeah, they take it too early.
And then they just ride punt.
Yeah.
Lamella with Roma.
Yeah.
When he left Roma, I love that guy. I thought he was fantastic. He went to the Spurs. Yeah, okay, probably a little bit of Roma management there, needing money, stuff like that. They get rid of him, and he literally has never been the same.
Yeah.
What, he scored one Rabona for Tottenham, and
I was gonna
everyone
say
said he
after
was
that.
sick. Like,
Don't get me wrong, he did good for Tottenham, but he was
Not on the levels of
he was not the
Roma.
player he was at Roma.
that's what I mean. And like, and that's the biggest thing whenever these players leave Roma, and that's what bothers me the most. And like a guy like Zaniolo,
Mm-hmm.
do I think he is destined to be something greater than Roma? Yeah, of course. I 100% do.
Mm.
It's like what I said about Totti. He was a fantastic player, destined for something bigger. And Zaniolo, yeah, he's right. Like, I don't know if he's ready actually, but he's destined for something bigger. But is it too early in his career? That is my thing that I keep on thinking. And it's like, if he goes now, realistically, does he like play on Juve?
Yeah.
Where does he slot into that attack?
See, for me, I think if the longer he stays on Roma, I think it kills him even more. Just because of how everything's going, like how he's being, like how they treat him and everything, like the fans wise, and like everyone just hates him for some reason.
The media loves to fucking just attack the poor kid. He's a child.
Him being in Roma is not going to help with that.
Yeah.
So I think for him, the best thing, it might be too early. He might not be starting every game at first, but I think with the skill he has, man, that guy there, whatever team he goes to, if he's not starting in the first 5 games, he'll be starting after that.
I think sure. I would give him, if I'm Zaniolo, I at least have one more year with Roma under Mourinho.
Yeah.
Because even like Mourinho is one of the best coaches at protecting his players from the media and stuff like that. He's really good at that, and that's why like you started seeing like at the beginning of the year, Zaniolo was attacked. Yeah. Now towards the end,
you don't really hear anything.
You're not hearing that much stuff. You're just hearing him like being linked away with some moves, blah blah blah. But Mourinho constantly protects him.
Yeah.
Like, if he was playing in the Premier League, he'd be a top 5 player. You know, like because of his physical attributes, stuff like that. Like he protects him, and that's what they need. So that's why one more year under that, then I could see like him going and him being ready for that step.
Yeah.
And maybe even next year he'll have a better season, like statistically speaking.
Yeah.
Speaking of Serie A, though, is coming down to the wire with it.
Man, I want to see go to the end, but I thought this weekend I'm like, yeah, this is it. Like either Inter is gonna lose to Cagliari because Cagliari needed the win to stay up. They needed that win.
They're not officially relegated though.
But
poor guys.
Hey, every point matters.
Yeah.
So for them, I knew they were gonna be coming out.
Even a tie would have been good for them.
The only saving grace that I kind of changed my mind midweek was that the Coppa Italia final, because for me I saw that as Inter came like massive comeback from that being 2-1 down. They come back, they end up winning it. They put the game away in extra time. They ended up winning the cup. Like just that momentum you get. I know they played 120 minutes and everyone was using that as an excuse, but for me, the way I see it, all there is, you're building off that momentum. You just came back to Juventus, who at the end of the day, I don't give a shit what everyone downplays and everything. Teams like Inter, Milan, they'll still look at beating Juventus as an accomplishment.
It is true. It's an accomplishment.
No
matter what.
So coming back to a team like that, winning the game, like the adrenaline they had in them, I knew they weren't losing that game. I was still iffy, but after that Juve game, I was like, nah, Inter's got this in the bag. Milan, though, I thought Atalanta would have gave them a little bit more trouble, especially like if they had to win. They had to win to get into Europa League.
It's crazy because
now they're in shambles.
That Europa League Conference League race in Serie A is literally like everyone is tied.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a 3 or 4 way tie.
That's why Atalanta
every
needed
team
that.
This week in that position dropped points. And then all I thought when I saw Atalanta get blown out of the water, Fiorentina get railed today by Sampdoria. Lazio tied against you guys. After seeing that, I literally just thought, like, does nobody want this spot? Like, is no one really, like, Lazio had the hardest game.
Yeah.
And they put up a fight. As much as I despise Lazio and I wish they folded as a club.
Fucking got lucky at the last second. Like.
But still, like...
Hey,
they fought.
Yeah, they still fought till the end. Yeah, I got to give them that.
Fiorentina might as well retire. Like, I don't know what they're even doing.
They win like 3 games, like 8-0. You're like, oh, dude, you got to watch out. And then you play them the next week.
They played Roma last week.
Yeah.
2-0. Yeah, and I'm just there like, this is the team that beat us 2-0.
Yeah. It's the same. It was the same team, by the way, too. Yeah. Same team.
No. Like, the exact
it wasn't the
same
their
team.
B team and then
it was the exact same fucking starting 11 and all.
I thought the exact same thing after like seeing the results this weekend. I was like, honestly, I feel like everyone's just trying to not get to that Europe.
Yeah, everyone's scared to be in like, Europa League or Conference League, and it's like, we don't want that embarrassment. All right, guys.
Dude, top 4 got chosen, and then everyone else was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, whatever I finish. They just kind of gave up.
Do you think Milan is able to hold off this one last game this week? It's Sunday.
Like
Sunday at 12:00. Inter plays against Sampdoria.
And Milan plays Sassuolo.
Does Milan hold on?
I think so, but I would honestly, I would lie to you if I didn't say it. I would love to see. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember this. I remember this. It's very big moment in my life. May 5th. Do you remember May 5th? What happened? I forgot
Yeah.
Do you remember
Cinco de Mayo.
No. No.
I don't know.
It was the day that we had to win to win the Scudetto, and Inter had to lose. Inter was first place.
Okay.
They go out. Diego Simeone scores a hat trick for Lazio. Lazio wins 4-2. We win, and we win the Campione on the last day.
So what the hell does that have to do?
That's what I want to see happen this year.
You want Milan? Wait.
Like I'm saying, like imagine like watching the game, Milan losing the last game and Inter winning it.
No.
And it just changes right there.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
See, I don't want to because it's like I don't want to. I don't want to see Inter winning it
Don't get me
again.
wrong, yeah.
But I would just for like, man, I remember like, dude, watching that moment, that Man U and Man City with that Balotelli, Aguero, dude, that moment there, like I remember I just finished watching the Man U game. I was like, oh, Man U's like they got it locked, like whatever. Texted my buddy Jay, I was like, yo, congrats. I was like, big win, won the league, and then I'm looking down from the tee, Balotelli, Aguero. I was like, oh my god,
our buddy Leona was at that game. Remember?
Yeah, he was he attended that game.
No, but like, don't get me wrong, I love dramatics.
Yeah.
I really do.
I do. I love them, man. Especially in soccer. There's like,
Yeah.
It just, man. I don't know. But just maybe I love soccer more, but it's crazier than any other sport, man.
It's just
Those last second dramatics.
It's just because it's
Especially
not
dude,
expected.
it's even better, especially when it's to decide a title.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we haven't had a Serie A race like this to go the last day, and imagine if it changed like that in the last day.
See, like this is the thing. As much as I love my team is nowhere near first, your team isn't, whatever. So it's literally just
that's what I'm saying. Like,
a fan's perspective.
I'm in
here.
Champions League. I'm
From this on right now. It's literally just like a fan's perspective type of thing. And if I didn't like the Serie A and know like about it, whatever, looking in, I would say, damn, I want to watch that last game.
Yeah.
I want to see what's going on. This is two like inner city rivals share the same stadium. Man. Like it's gonna be anarchy.
This
like that's crazy. Milan's away, Inter's at home. Like it has all the makings to be something crazy.
So now I wonder where are they gonna keep the Scudetto? Like,
actually good question.
Do they keep it like where like with Milan because they won it, and then like let's just say in the scenario that Milan loses and Inter wins, like do they helicopter it over to Milano? Because I'm pretty sure the distance isn't that far. Like I think I was checking. I think it's like it was like a fucking 20-minute like helicopter ride, or like a 10-minute helicopter ride if they really took it.
First off, I want to know why you're actually looking into that.
Because I was having this conversation with my dad, and I was wondering. I was like, man, I wonder what happens.
That's actually true. Like for Manchester City.
I can't remember what happened that day, but I think it was, but where was it? Do they have 2 trophies? Like, do they have 2 trophies?
Okay, this is my thing. I feel like maybe they give you like a replica.
No, because every year they make a new trophy.
So maybe they just made 2 trophies.
That's what I'm thinking.
See, now you're making me wonder. Because maybe the fix is
If you know the answer to this, let us know, because we sure do not know.
Is the fix in?
Yeah, it's the fix in. If we see the Scudetto in Milano at the Inter game and now with Milan, we know.
Something's going
on.
on.
I'm going to go hit a Bet365 quickly.
Going on. I'm ready. I said it from the beginning. Well, not from the beginning. I said it, though, when we had, I think it was Pericone and Mario on. When we asked about the tables, not one person went with Milan except me. And Milan wasn't first at that point with 6 points or 4 points, something like that. Yeah. And I was the only one to say, no, it's Milan's going to hold on. That's it.
Yeah. I think I said Juve for some reason. I think we're putting on a pretty crazy race.
I think you said Napoli.
Sano said Juve. I know that.
Yeah, okay, but Juve was never going to come back. Even my brother, having like a conversation with him, he's like, hey, Jose, Juve, they could come back. No, they can't.
No, it was the only possibility was it was always us hoping for the other teams to lose.
Yeah,
that's the only way
and don't get me wrong, they did.
They did, but not all the time.
I think you guys dropped points too. Like we dropped against Inter or something like that.
No, yeah, we dropped the points where Inter I think tied and Milan lost.
Yeah,
we also tied. So it's like that right there. We should and then plus Roma, the weekend when we lost.
Capitalize on that.
Plus the weekend when we lost to Inter, that was another killer.
Yeah,
that just right there.
It's been a very entertaining season to
It
say
has,
the
man.
least. Like
It-
for once,
yeah,
you know, like it's not decided
compared to the other
3 weeks
leagues
in advance.
compared to the Bundesliga that's been done since January and PSG that's been done. They blew the whistle the first game. They're like,
I
and
think
then they're okay. PSG champions of France.
I honestly wonder like what it's like to play inside that league because all these players too, like it's crazy because all the other players get more credit than PSG.
Oh yeah,
Like everyone, no one's talking about like Paredes, Nuno Mendes, like all these guys. No one is even bringing them up. But they'll talk about Chouameni.
Oh, yeah.
They'll talk about Renato Sanchez.
dude, look how
Like,
low key like Lille winning last year like just went under the radar. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, Lille beat PSG lost. Then after like a month, all you heard was PSG signed Donnarumma,
Yeah.
PSG signed Messi, PSG signed like you completely
They
dude.
occupied
The fact that
everything.
Lille won in the league with PSG, who was already a powerhouse, a powerhouse with Mbappe, Neymar, not even Messi, yeah, and they lost. And like, dude, if that was Italy, that would have been talked about for 12 months.
Oh, dude, if
they would
there
have
was
written a book about it.
I was gonna say if there was ever an underdog story in Italy, it would be like the Leicester City thing.
Yeah.
How it is talked about, even if you sign God, it will still be talked about
Oh, yeah.
because something like that is literally like a one-off thing. Like you don't see that
dude.
often.
That year there, man, that was a crazy year in soccer.
You know what I do have to say with that Leicester City win, it was a perfect recipe.
It was the perfect timing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
A
Perfect
year,
recipe,
a
whatever
year,
timing.
2 years later, that's not happening.
Yeah, well, because all the teams were having a bad year. I remember too, actually, Arsenal and Tottenham were actually like top 3 or something.
Yeah,
like
they
that,
were
right?
they were up there.
They were up there.
That's how
and
you
it
knew
was-
something was up.
And everyone was saying like, "Yo, if it's any time for Arsenal or Tottenham to win the league again, it is now with
Yeah.
Man U, Man City, Liverpool, like all these guys doing
Chelsea,
terrible.
they were all
Everyone
struggling.
was doing bad.
Yeah.
And who came out on top?
Leicester City,
Leicester City with Conte and that beautiful ugly man Vardy.
Jamie Vardy.
I was gonna say Ranieri, but I mean,
Ranieri
he's
was a
my,
big
he's
part
my
in that.
angel.
Ranieri was a massive part in that, man.
It was beautiful when they gave him the round of applause.
It was.
I like that. I love it. So he's one of those gentlemen of the game.
Yeah.
Is that gentlemen's?
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
He's respected everywhere. I
Yeah,
feel.
like there's certain coaches like. One day we have to conjure up like a most respected player coach like list. Like
we'll try to get Ranieri on here. We'll
yeah,
talk to him about it.
there's certain like coaches, players that you just look at. It's like you can't be hated.
Yeah.
Like you honestly can't. Like Buffon. How do you hate Buffon?
Buffon.
But-
Ronaldinho.
Exactly.
One person in the world that hates Ronaldinho.
Ooh.
No, I'm saying I don't.
Oh,
think there's
I
one
thought you
person.
said there's one person.
No, no,
I thought you
no.
were gonna say like you hate him. I'm like, what's wrong
No,
with you?
yeah,
dude?
I loved Ronaldinho.
No,
man.
but like you know what? Like there's so many players I just think of like you can't.
No,
you just want to hug them. There are players you want to punch in the fucking throat.
Oh yeah, big time.
And honestly, Neymar's one of them.
Yeah.
For me, I would punch him in the side of the head.
Neymar's got a face that you just want to sucker punch right. Even Pepe.
Yeah.
Pepe, great, fantastic player, man. Honestly, I'll give him a lot of credit.
I was
But,
actually gonna say
man,
Jamie Vardy too.
Jamie, if that
Just
guy-
because he trolls
if
everyone.
those guys
and
were
I
in
would,
front
like,
of me, buddy, I would just give him a smack for no reason. I love him. I just smack
No, like
him.
I respect
Just
him because
their
he's
face.
hilarious.
Yeah.
But if he ever did that to me,
Oh, yeah.
like my team,
Yeah.
I'd punch him in the head.
I
He's just a troll. He's
I
an
would
asshat.
2-foot him in the face.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think twice. I'd go on the field and I'd just pull his hair or something like it. Because let's get real, he'd probably kick my ass. So, speaking of Prem and stuff like that, the whole Chelsea
what news
thing,
you got?
I want to talk briefly about Chelsea.
Yeah,
And
heard it's a bit of a roller coaster over there right now.
you know, I thought it kind of like hit its peak. It's gonna like cool off, stuff like that. It's going good right now.
Especially what was it last week or 2 weeks ago that they were like, yeah, we know we
Yeah,
finally
yeah.
we finally got it done.
Todd Bowley, Ted,
Abramovich. He's not touching the money.
Yeah.
It's going right to the fund, and then from that fund, it's going to go to the charity.
Yeah.
It was all done. They got it all sorted
And
out.
everyone was saying like Todd Bowley, he's there, he's paying the money, he's good, it's all happy. But now the rumors are saying that their special license that they got like in order for them to like play as a team and stuff like that, it's expiring very, very soon. May 31st is the day it expires. And apparently there's a couple snags in it because one of the sharing companies, I have it written down here just because I couldn't remember what it was called. Hold on. Where are you, buddy? Fortstam. They think that Abramovich has like he is secretly linked with them.
Oh,
So
like
meaning
he's
like
kind
when-
of working with
Yes,
them
yes,
and
yes,
maybe
yes.
kind of getting still money.
So there is that, and like
Oh.
he was also saying that
Shit.
like apparently he's going against legal like claims that he made, that like he was going to donate the money, and he came out and he denies that part, but he did come out and say like if the money doesn't go through or whatever, he doesn't care if Chelsea goes under.
Yeah.
So now there's that big risk that like Chelsea actually could fold. Like that
We're-
from literally going to you're being bought by Todd Bowley, it's all good. He's doing everything in his
Yeah.
power, 4.173 billion or whatever it was, to now it's I don't know if we're even gonna have a team next year.
That's insane.
May 31st is the deadline, but now like with all the struggles and the snags that they're hitting, because they're trying to guarantee that the money doesn't
It
go
actually goes there.
Yeah, like it goes to like the way
Yeah.
the way they want it. And the government wants it to be like put in escrow the money. So like a third party account,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
like nobody's touching
So
it.
they
and,
think, yeah, there's no
and they
chance
could have
of him even
complete
touching
yeah.
it, yeah.
Which I mean, kind of bullshit. I'm gonna be completely honest, that is complete bullshit.
Man, the way they're just handling this whole situation. Like I get it, what's going on with Russia and stuff, but dude, they're making this whole thing that's supposed to be about Abramovich about Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like you're like they understand, like they're gonna kill a team just because they don't want this guy having anything.
But
or
I'm
like,
gonna keep saying it. It's his goddamn money.
I know.
Doesn't
No,
matter
I'm
if
not,
he's
I'm not defending
Russian,
them.
if he's related to like Jesus, related to Moses. My thing is, I don't know why the UK government is so hell bent on the whole aspect that Abramovich, you're not allowed to see a penny of the money
Yeah.
you invested.
They're making a difference.
Yeah. You're gonna donate the money to Ukraine. Okay, cool. Love a good cause.
Yeah.
Love a good cause. But if Abramovich turns around and says, "Hey, the money I put in, I don't want that to go there. I want to actually put it in my pocket again."
It's his money.
I don't see what's so wrong with
That's
that.
what I mean. Like, dude,
It's not like he's killing people.
they're taking
He's
like,
Russian.
They're making this whole. They took this whole thing and just completely like they're blowing it up and they're making it into something way bigger.
Yeah.
From the beginning, they should have just to get away from him. They go look whatever, put the thing. Okay, everyone puts their bids in. Who offers what, and then we'll decide. They put the deadline. Then the deadline comes. They take a couple days. Okay, we're gonna sell to this guy. They talk to him, make sure everything's all good. They get the check, they get the money, they go to Abramovich, they say, here you go, whatever. If you're going to give it to a charity, if you're going to keep it, do whatever you want to
Yeah.
do. Go fuck yourself, have a good time, go back
Exactly.
to Russia.
That's it.
And see you later. You don't have to worry about him. And then they give the team to these new owners.
Yeah.
They slowly transition everything, whatever the process is. Boom, you move on from that. You still have
Yeah.
a team. Now, they're just, I don't know what they're trying to do, but I honestly feel like they're just trying to kill Chelsea.
Oh, 100%.
Like he doesn't.
It's-
He's saying he doesn't care, obviously, because they're already pushing him.
Sure.
Oh, he's like,
I was
my
gonna
he's
say
like,
it's been dragged on too.
He's like,
for so
I want my
long.
money, and like I don't care what happens. To
It's
the team.
it's one thing too if like they couldn't find a suitor that was willing to pay that like a outstanding amount.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But they found someone.
But Todd Bowley is literally coming in, dropping the money. His consortium's taking care of all of it, and like it's literally like there's all the green lights have gone. He's been to a couple games now already, Todd. You know, which is fueling even more rumors. He's apparently met with Tuchel, spoken to him about like his plans, his aspirations for the club, all this stuff. So Todd Bowley is already doing what he needs to do and wants to do. It is literally the UK government that is now just putting their like they're butting into something that they have no place to be butting
No.
into. This is the thing. Every league is governed already by something called FIFA.
yeah,
Maybe you should let FIFA handle the transaction and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, FIFA's beyond corrupt.
Probably even a lot more corrupt than
But
Abramovich.
yeah, I was gonna say 10 times probably more corrupt than anyone in this world. But in saying that, the government has no place in coming into this. It's like they're trying to force themselves to be this amazing charity.
Yeah, or it's like
To,
someone,
to give themselves a gold star.
dude,
Like
it's literally like someone, a Man U fan or who another team is paying like the government to say make sure nothing goes through and this team folds.
dude, Boris Johnson is probably having house parties with Ralph Ragnick saying like, yeah, you know what? They're our biggest competition. Tuchel's good.
They'd
Get him out of there.
probably love nothing more than to see Chelsea fold.
But it's
Chelsea was that team before Abramovich.
Yeah.
Chelsea, even when he first came in, they were made fun of. They were a team that had no history.
Yeah.
They had nothing.
Yeah.
He came in, changed their whole thing, and now they actually have a team with an identity. They have history.
Yeah.
They've won more than enough titles to say like, hey guys, we're not a joke of a club. Like they're a serious competitor.
Yeah.
And that took away from before how it was Liverpool, Man U, those teams there,
Yeah.
even Arsenal. So maybe now the league's coming together and like, yo, we got to get rid of Chelsea. We got to make sure this deal
Get
doesn't
rid
come
of
through.
Man City.
No, Man City brings. They're okay with Man.
But
They're
that's
happy with
the
Man
thing.
City.
Like, if you're really gonna, if your whole perception is you want to be politically correct,
Joe, one oil giant at a time, man. You got to just take that one at a time.
it's just so frustrating because like I really do feel for Chelsea fans.
No, I do, man. I feel
and
for
the
their fans.
players too. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, the players have money, so
No,
like they're
but
kind of.
Joe, I feel more for the fans, man.
Oh,
imagine,
yeah.
Imagine you're a Roma fan. Imagine
I am a Roma
you.
fan.
No, I'm saying you're a Roma fan. You don't now coming to the end of the season. You don't know if you're gonna have a team next season.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's such an emotional roller coaster, and like these players,
Everything they've been through, man.
the players, like, okay, you do feel for the players because there's that uncertainty like above them, and like there's that cloud, and maybe that's what actually kind of screwed them over this last little bit.
That's what I think
the
it
last
did,
stretch
too.
of the season, right?
Yeah,
like all this talk
they didn't
about
know their future.
takeovers. Yeah, they don't even know if they're gonna be employed by the same people. So
that's the thing. That's what I think ruined the team.
I feel for them, the players, but they'll find another job,
Oh,
and they'll
100%.
get paid $2 million a year easily.
But just that uncertainty,
But
like
it's when
throughout
like
the
you
season.
see these fans, like what a lot of people like don't realize with sports in general, like people that aren't fans of sports, it's like sports are a getaway. Sports are like what could clear your head, and being a fan of that, like it could either make your day or break your day. It could set the tempo for the whole week. It could it's a crazy thing that one like 90 minutes could decide your fate for the day.
Yeah.
But that's truly how it is, and when you see like these fans, especially Chelsea supporters, like English supporters in general, they're very, very passionate about their teams.
No, they have like
they legit fight for blood.
Whatever their team is that they support, whether Chelsea, Man U, Arsenal, whoever, whatever, they like that team is a part of whatever they do on a daily basis. So throughout the week, they work Monday to Friday. They have Saturday or Sunday, whenever the days that they play, they know we're going to the stadium, we're watching the game, we're partying. Like that's part of their schedule in life.
Yeah.
Like it just they're accustomed to it. That's just the way of life, how it is there.
It's true. and that's the thing. And now you are gonna take that away from these fans. And like and the whole reality is like I'm hoping Chelsea is still a football club next season. And I do
no one wants
I
to see
do
a club
think
like that
maybe
just go
something
away.
will happen. Maybe they could get an extension with the special license, because I mean, what, 2 weeks time, 31st is right there. You know what I mean? Like it's not a lot of time to.
I think a lot of this is more scare tactics to kind of push this through.
Yeah,
kind of push
exactly.
him, push whoever has to be pushed.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, I depending who, like how the big balls the UK government is, they might not, if they don't say, hey, yeah, you're not getting this money, and he keeps trying to fight for it, then they actually might might actually try to push the team to fold, just to show that they're not fucking scared.
Get your dad down here right now. See, like it's so sad that the government is literally
Deciding the future.
like literally taking away. And it's not just like a small club either.
No.
It's not like something very tiny, like no offense to any Crew Alexandra fans in here, but Crew Alexandra or like a small Italian team, you know what I mean? Like it's not like that where
like
only
when
10,000 people support them.
When Parma went bankrupt, they were almost not going to be a team. Then whatever, they started from like the 4th division. You know what? Like it was sad, but at the end of the day, like it wasn't. Now they're still. No, but I'm saying at the time, like it was sad when it was happening.
Oh yeah,
but it wasn't like a big team that was going to be like, holy, like that's going to be a massive loss. But now you're getting a team like Chelsea. Do you take away Chelsea from that league? Like that's a massive.
That's
loss.
a huge hit.
Massive.
It's one of those things that it's like, why would you even want to risk that as like being from even like an economics like point of view?
Yeah.
This brings in revenue for the country, not just the players. You know what I mean? Like, not just for the teams. Like, it's one of those things that why would you not want to like get it done as fast? Look how many people are employed because of Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like not even
You
just
take-
like their
take
staff,
away-
like it's like the janitors.
No,
there.
no,
You know what I mean?
anybody.
Like,
no, yeah, I know. Anybody that works at
yeah,
the facility,
yeah,
like works there. Yeah,
you're literally now gonna put all these people out of a job just because you don't want
you don't want a guy.
Abramovich
You
to
don't want a
get
guy getting
money
his
back.
his money back.
Like just we said it before, even when like Rosati was here and we were talking about it. We all agreed it's the way they're handling it and going about this whole thing is just
It's poor.
it's shambolic. It's
Yeah.
one of those things that you just it has no place in the sport to like be taking over.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
like just give him his money.
yeah. It's you don't. Nobody wants to see it. To even if it's not your team, like even if it's a rival team, like you don't want to see that.
I do want to see Lazio go down.
No, but at the end of the day, like, dude, imagine having like no Lazio. You don't have that rivalry.
true,
You don't
actually.
have that competition. Like at the end of the day, as much as
Yeah.
you hate Lazio, you love when it's Roma versus Lazio.
No, I
because
do agree.
That
I do
game,
agree.
dude, I love watching that game.
It's like yin and yang.
that's
Literally.
probably, yeah, but that's probably like one of the biggest rivalries
Yeah.
in the league.
Yeah.
But you lose that, it's gonna be missed massively.
You're losing some of
And
your
no-
football
and no matter
heritage.
and no matter how many whatever other Prem teams hate Chelsea and hate the team, hate the fans, I guarantee you that you ask them, "Hey, would you like to see Chelsea actually fold as a team and not ever be a thing? And you're never gonna play them." I guarantee a lot of them are
Oh
gonna
yeah,
say no.
You'll have those.
They want that- they want that
You'll have those
competition.
idiots that turn around and say, "Yeah, fuck
let them burn."
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't deserve to be.
But like in the grand
people that
in the-
people that know the sport and know soccer know
need
that,
that.
if Chelsea goes under and this shit's actually true, it'll be the worst thing for English soccer.
Yeah.
It'll be the
I,
worst.
I agree with that, especially considering how many leaps forward Chelsea made, how much money they've invested into like building like the Premier League up.
Mm-hmm.
You get rid of one of the top dogs in the Prem, yeah, okay, I get it. You could make an argument to me that they still have City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, whatever. Okay, cool. But Chelsea literally is above at least two of those
Majority
teams.
of them, yeah.
Like arguably, they compete with Liverpool and City.
They won Champions
They have.
League last
I was
year.
gonna say they have Champions League heritage. Like it's not a matter of like it's one of those up and coming teams. It's not like a matter of anything like that. Like they're genuinely giving so much to the English league. Abramovich did so much for the league by enticing these players to come there. Like he was the original kind of like oil money guy. Like,
And just to get treated like this now and get pushed
Yeah.
out, and okay, but like I understand with the war and the moves they want to make. I get it. You
yeah.
know, I understand that, but it's just the way they're doing it is not wrong. It's not right.
Again, you made your point. You did the right thing. Abramovich even did the right thing and said, okay, you know what? Fine. I will step down. I'll sell the club. Everything was agreed. You know, it went out on a
already froze his
peaceful
assets.
Yeah. Like it went out on a in a peaceful way. You know, now to just have it drag on this much, to have it keep going, and now to hit this snag in the road, it's just like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why is this even a thing?
No, it's annoying.
Let bygones
It's annoying
be
to see.
bygones. Just do your thing. See you later. And then maybe we could talk about how Chelsea's actually linked with buying players
Yeah.
rather than their whole team being an honest Eds everything must
But
go
say-
sale.
so let's just say the team actually folds and all the players after have to find new teams. Are they all free?
That's actually a really good question. I imagine they would be, because who
They'd
would
be
you
free
be paying?
agents because the money won't be
Unless you're paying the
unless,
UK
unless the
government.
unless which I can see the UK government
They
doing.
value
because
them as assets or whatever.
They
and
value
something like
them,
that.
and then they're basically gonna sell them for whatever their market value is.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna try to. You're not gonna get overpriced guy. Like it'll literally be. I mean, Rudiger's for free, but let's say Mount. Let's say he's valued right now at
Love
55 mil, which he'd probably go for more if he was for sale, because the way these players
Prem
are priced
tax.
out, and with the Prem, he'd probably be like 80, 90 mil.
Yeah.
But he'd be like 50 mil. Someone pick him up there, and it would probably go right to the government.
I mean,
They'd probably do something like that.
don't get me wrong. I really sincerely wouldn't put it past the UK government at this point.
Yeah.
Like them doing something
Could you
like
really
that. Considering,
could you really
like,
see them
this
with
whole
that kind of
thing.
opportunity?
Yeah, like
Just giving them away for whoever you guys want to sign, just choose here. You guys can take it for
yeah,
free.
like but like that's the thing. To me, I feel like that's what should
Well, that's what should happen.
end up happening. But again, like
but no, I'm
it's
talking
the
about
UK
like
government.
what,
Like,
what they're
I
actually
really
gonna
don't
do.
know.
Yeah. Look how they're handling this.
I just want to know
process.
why FIFA hasn't at any point decided to step in and say, "Hey, Fuck off. We're the corrupt ones. Let us be
Joe,
corrupt.
The
People's laughing.
The last like 3 FIFA presidents are all in the same prison right now. You think they want to join this other more controversy
Oh my
and corruption?
goodness,
You think they want to put their noses in that? They want to stay the hell away from that.
I just sincerely don't get it.
Joe, we all love a very corrupt sport.
You know what? If everyone's going for free, I'm gonna come out and say it. I want Mount on Roma.
I want Kante. I know he hasn't had the greatest season this year. I'd take him. Just have that smile on my team.
No, Mount's crazy.
That Mount's crazy, man.
I
He's
love
a young Frankie Lampard, man.
I think he's gonna be better.
I think so too.
Way
I think
better,
I
actually.
think he has a lot more goals in his legs, but I'll still take Kante.
He hit double digits again this year.
Actually, I would take Lukaku.
No.
Just to sit on my bench. Like, I would literally buy him just to
Oh
bench
yeah,
him.
okay. Then if we're doing like stuff out of spite,
Yeah.
Marcos Alonso, sign him just to bench that bum.
Just to send him to Roma's B side.
Yeah, I hate Marcos Alonso. And you know what? While we're there, what's that? I don't know.
Actually, no, dude, never mind Kante. I'm taking King Kai.
No, what's his name? I'm still trying to think of the guy. Drinkwater? No.
I don't
Drinkwater was
I
there.
don't even think he's there anymore. He went to go drink some soup.
I gotta figure that out. I'll come back to that one day, one moment. But no, Kai Havertz.
I would take that, man. What?
I can't argue it. I can't argue it.
And
I can't argue it.
And imagine he was free too. Imagine the government actually didn't pay for
Chelsea
anybody.
should fold. I'm kidding.
Maybe
I don't want them.
maybe we're onto something.
I mean, in the again, reality of that whole thing is Roma would not even look at one of those guys to sign.
No. And like, but,
Even fucking as Billy Willie,
you
he
know
would
what's
probably
like-
be cheap.
So even like crazy, when you actually look at it, Chelsea just played in the FA Cup final against Liverpool and just lost in pens. Like they didn't get smashed. Like they're still a team that can compete with the best in the league, and they have a chance of not being in the league next season.
But again, it goes back to the fact that like it is just so it's ass backwards.
Yeah.
I thought Serie A was really badly run.
No.
But the Prem,
See now,
it's still not as bad as Serie A.
yeah, I got a question for you. What do you think would be worse for Chelsea? Like if the government did, they fold, no more. They sell everybody. They're not a team anymore, or they bring them to the second division, and that's how they punish them.
Second. What's worse, or what would I prefer?
What would you rather see?
Bring them to the second division. I don't want to see them fold.
Yeah.
Bring them to the second division. You'll still have a lot of the players would be a very like loyal bunch. I see like Mount staying. Tammy would want to go back home, and Roma would be.
They probably wouldn't buy him. Isn't he like 70 mil if they want him back?
80 mil.
Why would they pay him for 80 mil?
No.
if they're winning the
We'll loan
championship?
him there to be because we're friends with Chelsea. So
No,
we'd
the
loan him
guys
back.
you would see stay is it's not gonna be much. I think it'll be Mount. You'll see like Reece James. It'll be a lot of the English
Chalobah.
players. Chalobah, you'll see Chelsea the way they were run when Lampard was running the team when he didn't have a transfer window and it was all English players. Still did
team,
good.
though. Yeah,
No,
I
it still was good.
say.
I'm not saying anything, but obviously they got a lot better once they
Yeah,
brought in that
'cause they were
quality
able to
because they were
buy
able to buy.
guys.
They brought in Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva was free, wasn't it?
They still brought him in.
Oh, yeah.
They brought him in. They brought in Havertz. Okay, Werner obviously wasn't as much of an
Lukaku.
impact. Oh, that was before. He wasn't there for the Champions
Lukaku's
League.
amazing. He's the
Amazing.
best player in the world.
Yeah.
Probably the best striker.
What do you mean? He's not even the best.
Amazing.
He's not even the best
man.
striker named Romelu.
There's another striker named Romo.
No.
Oh. I had to think about that. I'm like, wait, who are you talking about? I'm like, I know there's a guy in Southampton named Oriol Romeo.
No.
Maybe? Okay.
Pretty much same.
Yeah,
Same,
that's
same,
what I was
but
thinking. Oh,
different.
there's something in my. I'm okay. But yeah, it's Prem. Get your shit straight.
Yeah, and you know what?
Let Chelsea do their thing. Give it back. Yeah.
Since we're talking about Abramovich right now, and we're on the topic of Russia. I mean, I think it might be time to do a little bit of drink and get some vodka in your system, buddy.
Oh wow, that was a weird but good transition.
I think it's time for you know what.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
I lost again.
Yeah, Joe
Okay,
lost
but you know what?
again.
It wasn't that bad.
No,
It wasn't that bad.
Doesn't matter. That bad. It doesn't matter. You lost.
The only game I got wrong was
You still lost.
I said
Which one did you say? Tottenham? That's one that
I said
fucked you up?
Tottenham was gonna tie. Like that game was gonna be a tie. Chelsea Liverpool, I called that. Then the Milan Atalanta game, I called draw. You called a win. And then Leeds versus Brighton,
What happened to that game?
tied.
No.
Juve, we both said Juve.
Yeah, we both said Juve. I was
they
pretty
tied.
confident with that one. I was a little heartbroken last week.
So
But,
wait, what is
Joe,
it? Whiskey?
So we got here. So we want to start off with the vodka in memory of Roman Abramovich.
Why can't I do the whiskey first? Because it tastes worse.
Okay, take the whiskey first then. Fine. I was kind of, like, for shout out to my homie Roman.
Both at the same time?
Crazy? No, there's no way. Your mouth's not that big.
Hope not.
Just take them. Honestly, I made them smaller too. Just take them back to back.
Oh no, I will.
Okay, dude. And that one's like fruity too. So
I'm wearing my Baywatch shorts today. I thought weather's nice out. Might as well.
the last week and a half was like 30 degrees. Today dropped down to 15, and Joe decided to put on shorts.
It's been nice all week, and I still didn't even get a slight tan. Cheers.
Enjoy your drink, Joe. Drink up. Hopefully, well, this is a little bit of break for you because next week's our last week. After that, we got the summer window that's opening, and
That tastes like bananas,
I know it's good. No, that was pretty good.
but it tastes the whiskey now.
Yeah, it's okay. You're gonna taste both of them, obviously. But and now as we're on the subject, we might as well go through our last. Once you're done dying, we'll go through
Burns the throat.
we'll go through our last
I'm
week's.
taking some of that water.
Yeah. The last round of soccer coming up next week, so we'll do that, and then we got to come up with how to change this up for the summer.
We should let the fans decide that.
Yeah, we could.
We'll tell them.
Try to
We'll ask
come
them
up
how.
with another little game that we can play that we can drink to.
Well, the bad news is I actually didn't get prepared for next week's challenges. But what I was gonna suggest was
we can. I mean,
we
the
just-
majority of the games we will do the important ones. We got
well,
Milan.
Well, what I was gonna actually say was like, why don't we do like? Because like, could Liverpool still win the title?
Yeah.
We could do something like that.
What?
Rather, like,
just do the bet for just those two teams.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm down.
because I mean, every other league is sorted, so we just say who we think will come out on top to win the title in the last game of the season.
Okay, and then we'll do that again, and then we'll do a loser has to do a double shotgun because it's because two championships are on the line.
And it's for all the marbles.
We do something crazy. We'll do a little TikTok,
I'll dance on the TikTok.
No, you're not gonna dance. You're
My
gonna be
money
drinking
don't
on the
jiggle,
TikTok.
jiggle.
Maybe
It
you
folds.
might. My money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds.
I want to do a dance that. Enough likes, and Al said he will do that dance.
I will do that dance.
So
Joe will do the cheeky dance.
I did want to do that dance too, actually.
So you can do that if you lose, while you're also shotgunning.
I'll have to be all four characters.
Or actually, you know what? I got it. No, I got it for next week. Loser has to funnel.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
We'll do it.
I have Mondays
Do it
off.
up.
I can.
Yeah,
do
you're
it.
good. You'll be fine.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna go first. Screw you.
Okay, hey, man. I think it. Hey, no worries. Sometimes it may be good. Sometimes it may be shit.
I'm gonna say Milan
Too much Malakia with you, man.
and Man City.
You're just-
Milan and Liverpool.
You're going Milan and Liverpool?
Yep.
Well, it's a good thing. I'm going to go the opposite. Inter and City. Make it a little bit
Imagine we
interesting.
both just get one right. Then we both
we
have the
tied?
funnel. We just get your dad
That's
standing
gonna
in the middle of the funnel.
That's good.
Honestly, we're gonna tie.
We'll see, man.
I hope we tie.
We'll see.
I enjoy drinking. With you.
If we tie, we'll cause I have the double funnel. We can both do
Oh.
it. But if one of us actually wins and gets both right, the other one has to do a double funnel.
I'm not looking forward to that at all.
So you better
Definitely not a
you better
double
hope
funnel.
you better hope for a tie or you win.
I will tie.
We'll see about that.
It is the end of the season. So me
coming to an end,
me
sadly.
and Alexander actually created our worst starting 11 from this season. Now, it's not like the worst players or whatever. It's just so like last season they had a good year. This season they didn't
Players
perform,
who weren't performing
like,
to their what they could be.
Yes. So like some of the names you'll hear us say it and probably be like, wait, why the hell are you putting that guy there? It's like, trust me, what they're used to, they really didn't do what they could be doing, and given like the team they're on too,
what they potentially could be doing.
So we started off with actually Jan Oblak in net,
and that was honestly a big one for me. And I was saying it from the middle of the season. Yeah, that guy. There was a couple games, I forgot it was in Champions League. I mean, it was one game that I was like, holy shit, like he was actually playing phenomenally. He actually made a couple saves. But man, there was some games that, oh my god, like I was like, is Oblak in net? I'm like, do they have their backup? Like he was making some mistakes, man.
This is the first year for Oblak in the last, I think it's the last 2 or 3 years that he actually had multiple errors that led to a goal. Yeah, like he's literally. I've always said it too. Anytime the topic of like the best goalie in the world comes up, I'm always the first to say Jan Oblak.
Yeah, he was
number one.
The last couple of years, he was always he was up there for me.
This season though,
I wouldn't even put him top 3.
No, I was gonna say not even top 5. I could literally tell you 5 goalies that are better than
that
him,
had a better season,
which we will probably do next week. Actually, the best 11, because we're not just negative Nancy's, you know.
We talk about positives too.
Yeah, exactly. We put down then for our defenders, Marcos Alonso.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I hate Marcos Alonso,
and I know his numbers, they weren't bad necessarily this year. But I like watching him play, and we'll bring Rosario on. He can attest for this too. That guy, I don't know how that guy got a career playing soccer.
Dude, my thing is literally, I don't know where the whole meaning of defending went out the window. Yeah, like he's a left back. Okay, yes, I understand he's playing left wing back. I do get that, but he's a slug. Yeah. A. B. He has 0 defensive qualities. The only thing that's going for him as a defender is his height.
Yeah, that's literally all he has.
Other than that, he'd probably honestly be a better like defensive mid, because he has a good shot and he could pass it somewhat decently.
Like a defensive mid with no defensive ability.
Exactly. Like he genuinely just, he isn't it, and I feel for Chelsea, because I mean, obviously he wouldn't be their starter.
Yeah. But
he's someone injuries and stuff like that.
He's like an Aaron Ramsey. You're kind of just stuck with him.
And it's just, I mean, he is technically the lesser of the 2 evils between him and Emerson Palmieri. Yeah, who is loaned out right now. But still, like, it's just that guy. He has no place on a top 3, 5, 8 team.
And I think once his contract's done, can't see any. We'll figure out what happens with Chelsea. But besides that, I can't see anybody coming in and buying him, because I don't think there's really a market for him.
I don't even think he has a value.
Yeah, I don't think there's a market for a guy like Alonso. But when he does become a free agent, I can't really see a team picking. Maybe Inter, or like,
I was actually thinking like them, like Fiorentina, like somebody like, I was gonna say small, but Inter's not small.
No, but like Inter, I feel like they always pick up these like random guys that you're like, why are they picking up that guy? And then like he either does like nothing, or he does actually